Beware of this, guys, so that you guys don't get scammed. And yes, I dyed my hair red. Ignore the bangs. It was not cooperating today. So all of this starts with this post made by user Neo. They write, I'm in effing tears. I just got a Vgen commission, and the user gave me a fake reference link and stole thousands of dollars from me. That was all of my money and then some. Literally all of my money in my bank account. I'm trying to contact my bank, but I want to die. They add, I'll be deleting my Vgen account and never using the service again. I have literally no money now. I'm sobbing in an empty classroom. So please, God, if you're able to help me even a little at the moment, my coffee is here. And then they added, I won't delete my Vgen until there's a definitive resolution to this, but after that, I am effing done. So somebody had asked for what the link looked like, so Neo added, this was what was on their request form. I am very new to Vgen, and this was only my second commission received on the platform. I thought Vgen was secure as I had to be manually marked as an artist, and other artists mentioned that Vgen needed to confirm things, so I trusted it. So the references, it says, please note this message was not posted by a user. Before you begin making new transactions, you must familiarize yourself with this new policy. We've attached the necessary form below. Please click through and review the details. You cannot proceed with transactions without doing so. We apologize for the inconvenience. This is for security purposes. And it adds a Vgen link that if you look closer, it's most definitely spoofed. It's like vgen dot a whole bunch of numbers dot cu slash blah 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 blah. And for extra context, they also added to another comment writing, the user whose handle was Jai Cole, put a fake link in the request form where references usually go, which then masqueraded itself as Vgen asking for certain confirmation details since my art account is new. This is the user that stole $1,500+ from me. Now, I just want to add a little bit of extra something, you know? A lot of people in the comments were blaming OP, being like, you should have known better. You should have known not to click this link, da 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 da. I just want to say, like, can we have a little bit of empathy? Obviously, hindsight is 2020. Obviously, in hindsight, if you look at the link a little closely, you're gonna be like, okay, this link is spoofed, you know, probably should not click it, right? But this person is new to Vgen. And I just wanna say, like, if you think you are above scams, or if you think you're never gonna get scammed, you are the prime target for a scam. I swear to God, everybody in their lives has probably been scammed at one point or another, accidentally clicked a freaking spoofed link without realizing it. I've done it. I normally think I'm pretty decent at recognizing, okay, this is like a AI ad, this is like this. There was like last year, there was like an email from a freaking contract that was for a brand that I was literally in talks with. So I thought that was the correct contract in my email. It was a spoof link. I thankfully didn't put in any information, but I clicked the link and then I was like, oh my God, that's actually not the freaking link I'm supposed to be clicking. It is fake. We've all been there. And to have literally all the money drained out of your bank account because you made one accidental mistake and clicked the link that you accidentally thought was legitimate, that sucks, man. Everybody blaming this person. You guys are just so lame, man. Come on. Like, have a little bit of empathy. Again, you could argue hindsight's 2020, but if you're not looking at the link really closely, like my eyes are not good, and if I'm not wearing my corrective contacts to correct for astigmatism, you might kind of squint a little and be like, oh, okay, this is like a VGen link, and maybe like all the numbers is for an image or something, because a lot of times image uploads will have a bunch of numbers at the end. You might click it thinking it was legit, and then immediately, oh shoot, right? I'm just saying, have a bit of empathy. But literally other people in the comments were saying that they were experiencing the exact same scam. A person writes, the exact same user requested a commission from me a couple hours ago. The link was extremely weird, so I declined and reported them since there was nothing on their page or socials. And about 5 minutes later, Vgen banned them. Sadly, I don't think Vgen can prevent this. And here's a link where it says, please note this message was not posted by a user, and it's the same copy and pasta. And another person also dropped the same thing as well, also with another spoofed Vgen link. Another user adds the way that it looks like if you click the spoof link, right, where they highlight that they put a link in the reference section and it will ask you for user verification. And this is what the page looks like. This is the site, right? Vgen dot a whole bunch of numbers. And there is, you know, artwork that is very themed with Vgen. It's hard to see. It has a color palette and everything, and it says how you'll verify, and then it asks you to put in your payment information. And then here is what the page, and it says, has the Vgen logo, and it says seller verification. Asks for your card info, says continue, and there's a support page as well with a live chat to a support person, which is crazy how much effort was put into this fake spoofing website. And somebody else asked, hey, like as somebody who wants to do commissions on Vgen, how should the reference section normally look like? And OP adds that typically it's Google Drive links and Toyhow links personally. So be aware if you are on Vgen, if somebody submits a link like this, It is completely spoofed. And another user adds, I get that this is horrible and I'm really sorry this happened, but I'm not understanding how this is remotely Vgen's fault. The site is plastered with warnings about exactly how this type of thing happens. And Muncha, the co-founder of Vgen, adds, please stay vigilant on the internet. There's a lot of amazing people online, but there's also a lot of awful people. The rise of AI has also made it easier than ever for them to create real-looking websites and documents designed to fool you. Please be careful and always check the URL bar and email sender address. We've added even more measures today to help prevent this sort of thing from happening, but unfortunately, there's only so much we can do about situations like this. And regarding Neo's situation, banks are usually pretty good about recovering fraudulent charges, so hopefully Neo's able to do that. We're happy to help in any way we can. And somebody in the comments suggested that the title for references should be limited, right? Because the reason why it was spoofed in the first place was that it looks something like this, right? They submit a link and the name of the link is just giga long. So it looks like it's kind of like an official message from Vgen, but it's not. It's fake using the link system. So Muncha adds, why not? We'll add this ASAP. Anything to help fight against the scammers. Because yeah, there's really no reason for the link name to be that long, but this is something that's likely just probably a developer complete oversight. Like if you're not a scammer, you probably wouldn't imagine scammers would do this, you know? Until it happens, unfortunately, that you're like, shoot, I didn't think it could even be done this way. And another person asks, is there a list of measures published somewhere for, the safety measures implemented? And Muncha adds that they don't list the measures specifically because that would give scammers the roadmap of things to avoid, which is completely valid. And somebody asked what they should check for, and Muncha adds, always check the domain of every link you click on any site, especially sites that are asking for your credit card, bank, or personal info. Always check the sender email address of any emails that seem to need your formal attention, especially again if you're asking for money. And if you're unsure, ask a friend or create a ticket through official support channels to be extra safe. And other people were also suggesting that in the reference section, it should be JPEG only instead of allowing people to add links. And there was another post made by a user that was retweeted by Vgen where it highlights like other types of scams that are getting real common. One, I accidentally reported your account. I have a concern. If you get DM this or email this by any means, they did not report your account. It's a scammer. Verification fee or payment requests. Pages and things like that should not be asking for your money to verify your accounts. Notifications from support with PDFs or QR codes. And being reached out to on behalf of art exhibition. Also, I want to add, about the blaming Vgen thing, it wasn't OP that specifically blamed Vgen in the words they were saying. It was just there were people in the comments basically being like, this is Vgen's fault, da da da. Which, of course, platforms should have securities to try to, prevent scams and things from happening, which it looks like Vgen has. But unfortunately, with every platform, etc., that comes out that becomes popular, there are going to be scammers that will just try to circumvent any safety precautions that are implemented by said platform. It's like a chicken and egg kind of race where the scammers always trying to find new ways to scam and platforms are always trying to find new ways to prevent the scammers until a new scam comes up. So it just sucks. But again, regarding the original OP who had their money stolen, they're probably just reacting very, very emotionally because, Lord, if I was in the same position where I got my entire account drained because I made one mistake and clicked a link, I'm going to crash the hell out, right? So I feel so bad for them. This absolutely sucks. And it's a new type of scam that's been cropping up. So just beware. Beware, stay vigilant. And again, like what Vgen said, if there's ever a situation where it's asking for verifications and you're not fully sure this is legit, create a support ticket or contact an official point of contact with that company to be like, yo, is this legit? Is this right? And if the company, the official support ticket, whatever, says, oh, yeah, this is a thing, it's kind of suspicious if they're asking you for your money for verification, but, stay vigilant, guys. And with that, if you like this video, I appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Don't forget to check me out on Etsy or Ko-fi. I have free art there for streamers and creators on my Ko-fi. And I stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Mondays and Saturdays at 6 p.m. or Thursdays at 7:30. If I sound funny, I ate a funky chocolate bar and developed 21 sores in my mouth, so it kind of hurts to talk. Sad, sad life. Don't eat funky chocolate bars with weird crystals in it. So anyways, I hope to catch you guys in my streams or in another video. Peace.